What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports and the people that are on the painted lines. Oh my God, that Phillies, the way that game ended, man. What the hell is Travis Jankowski doing? What is he doing? Getting picked off at second base, getting this ginormous lead. The ball wasn't even close to getting away from the catcher, and he's like halfway towards third base, and he gets caught into an easy rundown. Like, who the hell does this guy think he is? Who does he? This is why Travis Jankowski is not a Major League Baseball player. And just the mental errors by the Phillies throughout this entire season coming into tonight. My God. Like, that is just dumb baseball. It is. Like, where's the thinking? What are you doing in that process? You should easily be able to tell that the ball did not get away from the catcher. Run back to second base. You got like him juking like back and forth, no idea what the hell he is doing, and should have just ran back to second base just to try to get back there. But in hindsight, you shouldn't be trying to steal third base regardless because you put yourself in a terrible situation. You have no outs in that inning. Rhys Hoskins led off with the double, which caused you to get into the game in the first place for the pinch runner, and then you take away JT Realmuto's chance to tie the ball game up, and that probably shot the entire Phillies' demeanor in that bottom of the ninth inning, even though they didn't get a hit regardless after the Travis Jankowski play. But you never know what would have happened if he didn't get picked off at second base. You know, maybe JT does tie it. Maybe he gets a walk. Maybe something else happens. You know, you never know. But knowing the Phillies, they probably wouldn't have done anything. But still, like, what is Jankowski doing? It's stupid baseball. Stupid fundamental baseball that the Phillies portray every single night that they play. And that also showcases why Travis Jankowski isn't a Major League Baseball player. He just isn't. He sucks. The guy sucks. Honestly, I would have kept Rhys. But I understand Joe Girardi bringing in Jankowski just to have the faster runner to opportunity to score on a single most likely. But still, that was just a horrific play. And just what the hell is he doing at that standpoint? And honestly, that play ruined, I would say ruined the entire baseball game for me, in my opinion. It was a pitcher's duel between Max Scherzer and Zach Wheeler, and it was phenomenal. Both pitchers were absolutely dealing. Just sadly, Zach Wheeler threw that one mistake to Juan Soto, and that was the difference in the entire ball game. Phillies, they couldn't get a lick of anything going, and the Nationals honestly couldn't either until that Juan Soto home run. Both teams chipped in that one run, but still. And you get the typical Juan Soto doing his showboating, staring down Zach Wheeler. And that's just what Juan Soto does. I don't really have any problems against it. That's just what he does. That's been his whole shtick since coming into the major league. So I have no problems against it at all. Let the kids play. But still, just can we at least try to score more runs? Like, we've had our opportunities, bits and pieces throughout the game, but we just can't get that clutch hit. We couldn't. And give all the credit to Max Scherzer. The guy dealt today. He definitely did. And Zach Wheeler deserved a lot better. He was dealing as well. Just not much going throughout this game. Just not. And it sucks, too, because you have the previous game, the last game of the series against the Reds, getting delayed because of rain, so you didn't play that. So you're going back to your previous game where you scored 17 runs. And like I said in that recap, don't be surprised that the Phillies really just don't do anything their next game without scoring runs. And today they only put one run up on the board. So like I said, you shouldn't be surprised by that outcome, but it's also Max Scherzer on the mound. So you probably shouldn't expect the Phillies to score multiple runs off of Max Scherzer, although if he could have had an off night, but definitely he did not tonight. He was absolutely just filthy. Filthy. And the Phillies couldn't do anything against him. And the Nats, even though they chipped their way through, Zach Wheeler, he dominated today too, and he deserved so much better in this ball game, but the Phillies just did not help him. Zach Wheeler, he went seven innings and a third, 5 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts in that home run. Juan Soto definitely deserved a lot better. If you look at Max Scherzer's stats, he goes 7 2/3 innings, allows 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. An absolute pitcher's duel on the mound in South Philadelphia. And this was the first game back at Citizens Bank Park with full capacity, so it was nice to see a lot of fans at that ball game. But sadly, I guess I would say sadly it was for a pitcher's duel. You just wish the Phillies provided more for the fans that are coming back to the ballpark for a full capacity type of night. You just wish the Phillies showcase something, but I guess you just can't have everything in the world. We just can't have anything nice at this point because it's the Philadelphia Phillies. But just this game, it's basically a pitcher's duel. Both teams, they chipped. Nationals got their 2 runs. The Phillies only could muster 1. The first hit of the ball game didn't come until the 3rd inning from the Phillies, and that was Alec Boehm getting a single. But the Phillies really didn't do anything from that. Go to the top of the 4th inning. This is where the Nationals get their first run of the game. Trey Turner leads off with a walk, and then he eventually gets to second base on a Josh Harrison ground out, which grounded out to Alec Boehm, but he wasn't able to force the double play there. And then you do get 2 outs in the inning, and Josh Bell puts a floater out in the left field, and you got Andrew McCutchen playing very deep out in left, trying to prevent the run from scoring. But honestly, I felt like Andrew McCutchen could have made this play too, because you can kind of tell maybe he didn't see where the ball was. He hesitated a little bit going in a certain direction of where the ball was, and then he tried to lunge out for the ball, missed it by a wide margin, and it went completely behind him. And that ends up scoring the run to make it 1-0 Nationals. And like I said, I kind of felt like he could have caught that ball if he was in a better position to do that, or if he didn't hesitate. But like I said, we can't have all the nice things in the world. And it's a 1-0 Nationals lead after that. But the Phillies, they instantly respond in the next half inning in the bottom of the 4th. Gene Segura leads that off with a single. He eventually does steal second base. And then JT Realmuto comes up, gets an RBI single to tie the ball game up at 1. The Phillies try to muster something else in this inning as Brad Miller gets a walk, and then just a very unlucky play right here. Andrew McCutchen grounds to the shortstop, and the ball goes off of the back foot of JT Realmuto. And at first, Trey Turner couldn't get anybody out, but since the ball hit that back foot of JT, he was out on the play, and you still have Brad Miller at second, while Andrew McCutchen reached at first, but Alec Boehm couldn't do anything in that situation. Struck out on a fastball that was yay high. So, Phillies got 1 run in that inning. Could have got more, but you tied the ball game up at least. But going through the rest of the game, pitchers, they continue to deal. Zach Wheeler striking people out, getting some fantastic pitches. Max Scherzer doing the exact same thing, just pounding fastballs, and just that curveball that's just, I don't even know how the hell you hit that. Yeah, there were some instances where Max Scherzer hung some pitches, and the Phillies did not do anything whatsoever with those pitches that were just left right out over the middle of the plate, like they normally do. But still, Max Scherzer was just a beast out there. Same thing with Zach Wheeler. But we go to the top of the 6th inning, and this is where Juan Soto absolutely murders a ball to left field and makes it 2-1, and he stares down Zach Wheeler doing his normal shtick. That's just who he is. And Juan Soto is an electrifying player in this league. Honestly, this year, he really hasn't been, I guess, as electrifying as he was, I would say, last year, but he's still a very good player nonetheless, and he's still going to do his antics. So he makes it a 2-1 Nationals lead. And the Phillies just can't get anything going. JT does get hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning, but the Phillies can't do anything as JT eventually does get caught stealing in that same inning. So just really no offensive production. The Nationals, they get some chances in the 7th inning too. Alex Avila gets a double, but they can't cash in on those opportunities. Andrew McCutchen gets a double in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies cannot do anything there. Alec Boehm strikes out, and Ronald Torreyes pops up on the first couple of pitches in his at-bat. 8th inning, the Nationals get some runners on. Trey Turner gets on, and then the Phillies elect to go to the bullpen for Jose Alvarado to face Juan Soto, and he eventually does get out of that inning. So very good right there from Jose Alvarado. Phillies, they go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Can't really do anything there. The Nats decide to go to the bullpen in the 8th inning as well. Phillies just can't do anything to the bullpen. 9th inning comes around. You got Connor Brogdon coming in. He gets the job done. 9th inning, that's where the whole hell breaks loose as Rhys Hoskins leads off with a double. And also thanks to Juan Soto as he misplayed the ball as it goes off of the wall. So Rhys gets a double on that play. Travis Jankowski comes in, and yeah, that happened. Just no idea what the hell he's doing. No idea. Stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Just a wild pitch. Catcher played it perfectly, stopped it from going anywhere possible, and Travis Jankowski, just being just an idiot at that point, decided to get a 20-mile lead off second base and get picked off. I just have no idea what is he thinking right there. I just don't understand it. I don't. Why are you getting that lead? There's no outs in the inning. Don't put yourself in a risky situation. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Because, you know why? You get picked off, JT strikes out, then Brad Miller flies out to get the final out of the inning. And that is your ball game as the Phillies lose to the Washington Nationals by a score of 2-1. Go to the lineup today. Odubel Herrera goes 0 for 4, did not record a hit off Max Scherzer. Gene Segura goes 1 for 4. Rhys Hoskins extends his hitting streak. He goes 1 for 4. JT Realmuto, he goes 1 for 3 with the lone RBI of the ball game. Brad Miller goes 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Andrew McCutchen had 2 hits in this ball game. He goes 2 for 3. Alec Boehm goes 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Ronald Torreyes goes 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Zach Wheeler goes 0 for 1. You get your eventual pinch hitters like Matt Joyce in there. He didn't get a hit in his pinch hit at bat. In terms of runners in scoring position, the Phillies were 2 for 7 with their chances in runners in scoring position, but mustered 1 run. Out of that entire thing, they left 4 runners stranded on base in this ball game. And yeah, pitcher's duel, and the Phillies couldn't cash in on the chances when they did. And the Nationals, they cashed in on their chances, and that is the result in this ball game. Zach Wheeler threw 1 mistake pitch, and that is the result. That is the result of this ball game, a home run to Juan Soto. It's annoying. It kind of stings even more because you have the first full capacity night back at the ballpark, and you don't do anything for the fans, and you kind of ruin a good performance out of Zach Wheeler, which he deserved way better. It's just sadly that Max Scherzer did pitch better than Zach Wheeler tonight, and sadly that is the deciding factor. It is. If you look at the standings for tonight's ball game, Phillies are in third place at 26-30 behind the Atlanta Braves, who are in second place, and the New York Mets, who are in first place. The Nationals, they're also a full game behind the Phillies in fourth place. They're 24-30. And if we look at tomorrow's ball game, it is going to be a 4:05 game. Spencer Howard is going to be on the mound for the Phillies as he is going up against Ross for the Washington Nationals. Like I said, that is going to be a 4:05 start. And then for Sunday's matchup at 1:05, it's going to be Vince Velasquez, but it's still to be determined for the Washington Nationals. And this is going to be a very important home stretch for the Phillies. 2 division rivals in the Nationals and the Braves coming up. And then you have the New York Yankees for next week's weekend series, and that's going to be very entertaining in itself. So very important next 2 games. The Phillies need to win these ones, and they don't have their best guys on the mound going up against the Washington Nationals, Spencer Howard. And even though Vince Velasquez has been better as of late, but his last start, again, it just wasn't as good as it needed to be. And you need these guys to come up huge. But Spencer Howard, like I said in the last recap, He needs to find a way to go at least 5 innings in this ball game. He does, because he's going to have that inning where he just drastically declines in velocity, where he just drastically declines. That you're going to get that out of Spencer Howard. It's just expected at that point, and when is it going to happen? Vince Velasquez, you just hopefully he rebounds from his past start and pitches a better ball game. That's all you can hope for at this point, and for the offense to actually wake up and not just save one game where they score 17 runs, and that's their only offensive outburst for an entire week. So, yeah, the offense needs to wake up a little bit here going into these next 2 games. So, what are your thoughts on this video, everyone? Don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section. As always, thank you for the people on the Painted Lines that are watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to TTV Sports. And for people that are watching this on my channel as well, don't forget to subscribe to the Painted Lines. Their links and everything will be in the description below, so don't forget to check those out. And also, don't forget to check out the links to the Flyers to the Florida Podcast merchandise website and the link for Flyers Nitty Gritty. They will all be in the description below as well. And just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone, and I will see you next time.